away with no microphones.
I'm pretty loud.
Can everyone hear me without this? Okay, I would love
to be loud.
I would love to not have a hand that's occupied. Hi everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I'm Tiffany. I love the theme. I love how the theme of soft is going to really like incorporate to puppetry. This art that is very soft and translucent and kind of like wiggly, and I'm Tiffany. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm a puppeteer, I guess. I'm an artist, I'm a mom, I'm a foster mom, I'm a business owner, and this is my friend Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex, they and he pronouns. I like to collect all the pieces of trash material that have passed through my hands in the last few years. My professional experience is pretty wide, ranging from like teaching children's circus to building industrial-sized composting systems. I feel very connected to puppetry, as puppetry is like making them it can be any way, and so any of the skill you have can be it.
Yep, can be transmuted into puppetry. Alex and I met because we're both obsessed with puppets, and I just feel like everybody who is eventually is going to meet each other. Like 6 different...
We'll find you.
We're going to find you? That's the purpose of this morning. Like 6 people sent me his trash puppet workshop over Instagram. I was like, yeah, got it. Yep, got it. I'm going to meet him. I'm going to go hang out. And so went to the workshop and we got acquainted. And then there was like a morning where we went and got coffee and we talked about puppets for like 2 hours solid. I don't think we talked about anything else. We both had like our little notebooks of ideas and we were just like blah, 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 blah. And you know when you like meet somebody that matches your freak and you're like, thank God I'm not crazy. It's so nice, obviously, to find people that understand your obsession with something. So that was a great thing. And we both really shared this like desire to draw more people to us and to make a bigger community. It feels good to feel like you're lost and then found, and that's been like kind of this overarching theme in the other folks that we've come across that are into this stuff, is like everyone just being like, oh my God, I knew it. I knew that there was more of you out here. Like I knew, and that's been really like special. What drew me to puppetry particularly is just that it's like such a unique performance art in that you are animating an inanimate object. But I think that puppetry is like uniquely kind of spiritual, as we're channeling ourselves into like breathing life in almost like a parent-child or like a God creation type way. And I think that is like stunning and weird and like scary, and I think that puppets are able to say things that you normally can't. Some of the most like unhinged, provocative like shows that I've seen are puppet shows where people, I think, feel so much freer to say the things that need to be said. And I think in this climate, we gotta say the things. You know? Say them. And it's scary to say it with our mouths and with our bodies. Which is why puppetry is like this really great conduit for that, and I really like that too. I love all forms of puppetry, but specifically giant puppets have really like captured my heart. I love that. I love anything where your body is the puppet's body, kind of. To me, that feels really special, and yeah, again, just like being inside of something and bringing it life is like really just kind of something else. I went to what kind of introduced me to like puppetry and got me going was I went to New Orleans, which is like such a puppet like capital of the US, and it was pre-Mardi Gras season, and I went to a parade and it had giant puppets in it. I just like had one of those aha moments where I was like, oh. I have so much creativity kind of like welling up inside, like in me. I have to like express it.
Sure.
Alex is so, by the way, Alex is so gracious to be here with me. I was like, please, 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 Alex, come and speak with me. And he was like, okay.
Like between the two of us, we have like one functional human brain.
It's true. Oh my gosh, that's so true.
I would say that my history of where I've really experienced puppets is, in Washington we have great puppet troops in Washington, just not on this side of the state.
Yep.
We have string and shadow puppet theater,
Yeah.
very large scale, very like political puppet shows every year. Then we have like a lot of like smaller ones like Jawbone Puppet Theater, which is basically like a guy and his kids out of an old ambulance. Puppetry is so close to animation to me in the sense that you can really create a very believable, immersive, fantastical world.
So we want to talk a little bit like about our own creative process. And I've talked to so many people in this room about my process creating harmony. So sorry, this is repeating. It was a very like introspective process for me, for sure. I conceptualized her based on a sketch that I had done years ago. This concept of, I grew up religious, as probably a lot of people in this room did, and then kind of like, grew away from that. But I kind of have always held on to this concept of like connectivity and harmony. And so I was sketching out, and I wanted her to show like long arms, like connectivity with each other. When I wore her, she had a mirror in the center, which is like connectivity with yourself. I also had like a skirt with vines, which symbolized connectivity with the earth. And then she's like, so when she's on, she's so tall, and she kind of has this like glowing, headdress thing that was supposed to be sort of like godlike or whatever. I started kind of gathering materials and like putting her together, paper macheing. I wanted her hands to be really like larger than life, and I wanted them to be cupped so that they were kind of like welcoming and inviting. So I like started painting her and kind of like putting fabric on her. I was like, this isn't serious at all. Like, she's like really whimsical and kind of playful and very like kind of silly. Which really launched me into like all these conversations with myself about like, who is God even? Like, wow, what a challenge to this like notion that I have this conversation a lot with my dear friend about like the idea that actually we're all God. And so having her be this reflection of me it was kind of a cool realization for me that like, maybe I am God, and so is she, and so therefore she's me, it's like so tangled, and so it was really taking from me. I think that this is like part of the artistic process in general, like, but the second that I just let that go and allowed myself to be led by her, which is another like, I'm going really deep with this one, stay with me. I think that puppets make themselves. Mm-hmm. You kind of will try on different things, but she already knew. She knew who she was. I just had to create her.
Oh man, okay, so I really think about making puppets and all art in like two different tracks, just sort of two tracks. There's product based, which is like you have like an idea of what the shape, like what it even is you're making, and then there's completely process based. This is Critch Kriggle, a malevolent Yuletide spirit. Critch, I like had an idea that was like, I sneak into the house and I find the elf on the shelf and I tear him up and I use him as a costume. And I do Christmas mischief. Only like the cat in the house would know about me, and like the raccoon that lives outside. And they have to like come together to defeat me.
By the way, all of Alex's puppets are like a little bit naughty. So every single one he makes is like really mischievous. I'm like, what is this about you?
And so I had this like, the idea of like what is like, it's kind of the Grinch, it's kind of Gremlins. Built it out of some takeout containers, which is like a huge part of my building process because I can't stop acquiring takeout containers. This thing that my wife calls the fart cloud. It's covered in different colors of what I call inlander hummus. And like faces that I had like paper mache of creating itself. And it's like, I don't know who this is yet. I'm still figuring it out, but it makes me want to do this. Sometimes this is like, was straight up, this is basically one box that I was tearing apart. And like, it's got these little holes in it, and if I put the box on my head, the holes are right where my eyes are. And so this, this like weird mask just fully made itself. It was just the perfect box for it. Hairy disco frog. So the shape of it is a beach ball with strips of paper mache on it, and I made like 30 of those balls. Cut up all these strips of some seltzer and a popular medicinal themed soda beverage. And I was like, oh, it's beautiful hair. Like, could I do that smaller and make him a little hairy mustache? And like the hole is specifically placed. My wife to play a little saxophone.
Yes. So we have like big dreams. Alex and I are talking constantly about like, well, what do we want to do? Like, how do we want to excite people and inspire people about puppets in Spokane? And so one of the things that we've done is like host builds. So we have hosted builds where it's sort of like potluck materials, bringing like everyone brings crap. And then we just build puppets for like 3 hours, and it's super fun because you can kind of like lean on the areas of expertise. Like Alex is really good with mechs and kind of like engineering, and I'm a little bit more like aesthetically minded. And so I don't know, it's just like so cool to kind of like see what people come up with. They're usually really like nebulous. We're just like, make stuff. I don't know, and there's not like a lot of structure to it, which is kind of how we like it. And then we've also just done meetups. We've done a couple, and they're so fun. It's just like, leave your ego at the door. Like, there is no place for ego in puppetry at all.
Put your ego in the puppet.
Yes.
The puppet needs it.
The puppet needs the ego, but you have to abandon that. You just like, it's a very childlike experience to be like so silly. I'm just putting a little plug out there. We're gonna do a build on November 23rd. Venue TBD, but it'll be somewhere cool and centrally located. And it'll be probably just another like kind of potluck style, bring materials. We'll have it. Alex and I have so many. Alex has so many materials.
The difference between hoarding and collecting is a system and the ability to stop.
So we want to talk about like how could you like plug yourself in, but there's a couple of people I think that would be better suited to tell you about it today.
Wake up! Wake up! Good morning! Oh, good morning, Tico! Good morning, Sean! I haven't seen you in a while! Yeah, it's been a minute. Last time we talked, we were in the public library. I know! And I love the library. You didn't have a hand back then. Oh! This is pretty good. I have a torso! That's amazing! You look great, man! You look so good! Where are we right now? Oh, take out. We're at CreativeMornings. Whoa! Look at all these puppeteers. No, have made puppets or played with them? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, that's a good question. Why haven't you guys made puppets or played with them? Yeah, anyone can do it. We're just made out of trash. Yeah, trash. See, look at my teeth. They're just earplugs. Oh, I can't hear them at all. I have a takeout container and plastic ramekins for my eyes. I have these beautiful teeth now and this hand. Well, you can make puppets out of almost anything, like any medium you can think of. Any medium you already work with, you can use. Like paint and clay and wood and jello and fabric. Take up! You cannot use jello to make a puppet. Oh no! What? Oh no! I made a big mess then. And there's so many different kinds of puppets you can make that are so cool. Yeah, there's like marionettes and bride puppets and hand puppets and stick puppets. And shadow puppets. Oh, shadow puppets. And big puppets. Yeah, giant puppets. Yes. Remember the velociraptors from Jurassic Park? Those are puppets. Those are puppets. Yeah. Stop motion. Stop motion is puppets. But really long. Yeah. We're everywhere. Are you a performance artist? Yeah, you could use puppets in your performance art. Yeah, like maybe if you're a drag artist or burlesque artist, you could use puppets as part of your act. Or if you're a singer, you sing with a puppet. Yeah, Darian Mack.